Jai Jagannath. Let us start Skanda Purana Part 3. Ma Lakshmi is telling Yamraj about the boundary of Shree Kshetra. That the shape of this Shree Kshetra is like the shape of a conch. Conch is called as Shankha. That's why Shree Kshetra in the local language is also called as Shankha Kshetra. In the top of this conch, Lord Vishnu and his second form Shiva are there. The portion of Bay of Bengal that is in touch with the inner part of this conch is termed as Mahodadhi, and towards the north of this Mahodadhi, Shiva himself is worshipping Vishnu and Yama worshipping Shiva. So that's why that form of Lord Shiva is called as Yameshwara. It is believed that if somebody worships Yameshwara Mahadev with all devotion, then he gets the benefit of worshipping 10 millions of Shivalinga. Same benefit. Again, due to some reason, Sadashiva was angry on Brahmadev and he slapped on the waist face of Brahmadev. The waist face of Brahmadev was stuck into Sadashiva's hands. Sadashiva tried a lot but was unable to separate Brahma's face from his hand. With this guilt, he roamed around the world, but nowhere he was able to separate it. But as soon as he enters to the second round of this conch, immediately the face of Brahma was separated from the hands of Sadashiva. In the memory of that, Sadashiva is staying there in the form of Kapala Mochan. If somebody has a huge volume of immoral works, then the volume of his immoral works get reduced if he worships Kapala Mochana with all devotion, with full devotion. Then in the third round of the conch, goddess Bimala is staying. She is very kind-hearted, and if somebody begs her or if somebody worships her to get with full devotion, Goddess Bimala fulfill all his or her dreams. In the naval portion of this cone-shaped holy land, there is a big pond called as Rohini Kunda. This Rohini Kunda is filled itself, or automatically Rohini Kunda is filled during the great dissolution. And after the devastation ends, automatically it becomes empty, which your great grandfather saw a little before, that a crow dipped into this holy pond or in this Rohini Kunda and attended Moksha. This is this holy pond. In between Kapala Mochana to Rohini Kunda, in the middle of this, goddess Ardhasini is staying. During this great flood, during the great dissolution, Ardhasini drank half of the flood water and kept Shree Kshetra safe. Also, it is believed that Ardhasini is the aunt of Lord Jagannath. That part I will discuss in some other video, that how, in which way Ardhasini is goddess Ardhasini is the aunt of Lord Jagannath. Then Ma Lakshmi is telling to explain Yamaraj about the periphery, about the perimeter, and who are the god and goddesses who are protecting the internal part of this Shree Kshetra where Lord Vishnu himself is staying. Ma Lakshmi is telling that to get married, Lord Shiva prays Lord Vishnu that I want to get married. So Vishnu indicates Ma Lakshmi, and Ma Lakshmi from her body itself created Ma Gauri. Ma Gauri, Ma Parvati. The other name of Gauri is Parvati, who is the wife of Lord Shiva. Then after creating Ma Gauri, I ordered. Who ordered? Ma Lakshmi is telling that I ordered Gauri that you protect the internal part of this concept field. Gauri immediately agreed, and to protect, Gauri herself divides her body, divides herself in 8 parts and called as Ashta Shakti or 8 Shakti. And from the 8th direction, the Ashta Shakti is protecting the internal part of this holy land. Because Gauri divided herself in Ashta Shakti, so Sadasiva also divides himself in 8 Shivas, 8 forms of Shiva, and it's termed as Ashta Shambhu, 8 Shambhu, and they are also protecting from 8 direction. After telling this to Yamaraj, Mahalakshmi is telling to Brahmadev that, "O Brahman, listen carefully. There will be a time called as Satya Yuga in future when a pious king, King Indradyumna, will take birth. He will be a very pious king, and in course of time, King Indradyumna will come to Shree Kshetra. Here, he will create or he will do 1000 Ashwamedha Yajna called as Sahasra Ashwamedha Yajna. Very sacred yajna. So he will do it here, and then Lord Vishnu himself will come in the form of a big wood which will be called as Mahadaru, great Daru. And from that wood, Vishwakarma will create the 4 idols, and they will be termed as Chaturdha Murti. And you, Brahmadev, you have to come and you have to perform all the rituals during the Prana Pratishtha or the inauguration of the holy temple. Brahmadev agreed, and Ma is telling to Yama. So Yama, you now understand that which is not your area or which is not coming under you. So you go beyond this area, beyond this Shree Kshetra, and you rule outside that. Whoever will come to this land, you do not have any authority on him. So Brahmadev and Yamaraj both became happy and left to their respective positions. So this is all for today. In the next part, we will discuss what happened next. Jai Jagannath.